My friends with friends better than your friends, yeah. That's how we keep popping out that binge, yeah. For friends with friends better than your friends, yeah. That's them, they know all.
Hey, what's up? You gotta get it and turn up, and turn up, yeah. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Nicole, and as you can see by the title here, we are doing a makeup video. And I film makeup video and I film maquillage no ensemble. We're gonna be doing our makeup together. If you want to get ready with me, you can. Great, but I'm not gonna make this intro too long because I feel like this video is gonna be kind of long because of the type of video it's gonna be. I'm doing my full face using only Colourpop makeup except for the lashes. But the thing is, the gag is, I've never had a Colourpop makeup in my possession ever. I've never used it, anything. So this is gonna be my honest first look, first opinion. I know I'm late, but better late than never. So without further ado, if you want to see my review on my Colourpop products that I have, then please keep on watching.
I don't know what I would do without all of my crew, yeah. I ain't making no room, yeah. I ain't making no new friends. I don't make no moves, yeah, without telling my crew, yeah.
Alright, so if my lips are chapped, I'm sorry. I'm about to put some lip gloss on right now. Alright, so the first few things that I have here, here's the box. Colourpop. Now let's talk about it. So Colourpop isn't a high-end makeup brand. So I guess they're considered drugstore, but I think they're in Sephora. So I don't know. If you've tried Colourpop and what you know how you feel about them, comment down below and let me know what you guys think. So the packaging that they gave me, or that's done, is really nice. So I got 10 items, I think. So I'm gonna just lay everything out on my desk, and then I'll do like close-up shots as I talk about them with you guys. But let's get right into the makeup. I don't think, and I don't know if Colourpop has any brow products, but I already did my brows already. I hope I don't look too light. I feel like I look a little too light. Yeah, so I'm not sure if Colourpop has any brow products, but I already did my brows just to make it easier for myself to just get started into everything. So we're gonna go first with the foundation, of course, and the foundation that we are gonna be using to actually, let's do the eyes first. This is the Shayla Perception palette. This I was really excited about getting because I like makeup by Shayla. My sister bought this palette, or her bundle, or whatever she had going on with Colourpop, and I was like, I need a new palette in my life. I have Morphe, so I was like, let me get this. So this is the Perception palette with Shayla x Colourpop, and it's a nice palette here. It has for 12-16 shades. Sometimes my nails really make things harder, but it's a nice sleek box. Like this, like all the other packaging, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, looks cheap, but this is like, you know, it feels a little high end. It has different textures on the box. My camera is having trouble focus on the stuff that's in front of it. So this is it right here. Very pretty, nice detail. Like I said, there's texture on the palette. It's not just one sleek fixed box or whatever, or packaging. And then these are the shades in it, and then it has a mirror. Okay, it has a mirror, and these shades are so pretty. There's only 4 mattes in here, which means that there are 12 shimmers, probably duochromes or whatever. We're gonna figure out what type of shadow. But this palette by itself was $23, and let's see if it was worth it. Okay, Shayla, name's on the back then, yeah. And the only ones I didn't swatch were like that orange and dark brown and the lighter brown, or that brick red, sorry. So here are the shades here swatched. It has a mirror in it, which I really appreciate, because I remember when Kylie first dropped her first palette, she didn't have a mirror in it, and it was like $40-something. Like, bitch, why? So I'm really excited about this. My sister has this palette, and she I saw it and I was like, I had it in the back of my mind, but because I have so much makeup, you guys, I just haven't been in the mood to like spend money. Like, I've been trying to save, y'all. Like, I'm trying to move to LA, okay? So I haven't really splurged on buying makeup, but since I was on Colourpop and I saw this is a palette that was doing well as far as like people reviewing it and stuff, I wanted to get on it and do it. So it has 16 shades, and I'm gonna go in with the shades, and I'm gonna just show you them, or maybe go in with, tell you the names. So the first shade I'm gonna go in with is Culture with a C. This mirror is really helpful because my actual mirror is like far from me. So I never heard anything about Colourpop like makeup brushes. So if you've ever tried any, let me know. I would love to know. Let me know. Let me know. So I'm already seeing that the shadows are blending out so smoothly, but I was expecting that shade that I picked up, the Culture shade, I was expecting it to be more tan, and it's showing up more orangey on me, which is fine because I love warm tone looks, but I just was expecting it to be more tan. And then I'm gonna go in with Thick. Oh, I like this orange shade. Very buttery and smooth. And I like the size of this palette. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, this is easy to take with you traveling wise. Like, I would rather take this size palette over a Morphe palette, you know? They're just too big. But I know Morphe has smaller palettes, I believe. Okay, so I'm seeing the pigment there. I'm gonna switch over to a different brush, and I'm gonna go in the shade Revenge. I'm using all four mattes, so I'm gonna go into Revenge. So the Revenge shade is more like a reddish brick kind of color. And I'm gonna just focus this on the outer corner right here. I wish the shades looked a little bit more different in color. They are showing up a little bit similar to me, but I mean, there are essential shades that you need. I feel like, as far as to create a nice transition situation. But I'm getting more of like a red vibe than an orange vibe that I would prefer. And then I'm going to go into Played Out, which is a very dark brown. And really focus it on the outer corner. Because sometimes these dark brown shades could come off very gray. So let's see how this one... Ooh, this one looks almost black. Okay. And then we're going to bring it in the inner corner. So altogether, you guys, I spent $91 on Colourpop for 10 items, and I think that is amazing. So far I've only used two brushes. I used my Kylie brush, and I'm using my Morphe M514 right now. So now I'm switching to a different brush, which is a M330, and this is just going to help me to go through the crease and define a little bit better. Ooh, this is a very good brown shade. It's very dark. Very pigmented. Wow. I hope you guys could see it from far. I should have been up a little closer, but trust me, if you hear movement, it's Kaylee, not a ghost. Wow, I'm shook by this brown shade. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm shook. So now we gotta figure out if we want to cut the crease and do this blue. So I want to swatch a couple of these colors. I'm gonna swatch Unbothered on my forearm, and then I'm going to show you guys. We got TF, the Voik. I think I want to try the blue. Let's see it. So the only thing that I'm not going to use from Colourpop is my NYX glitter primer, and this is because I need to cut the crease, and I don't like to cut my crease with concealer, so sorry about that. So I'm going to try one eye with the concealer, or with the glitter primer, and then I'm gonna do one without it to see how the color payoff is. I'm gonna use an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush to dig into the shade 14. And we're just gonna pack that. Oh, that's a very... Okay, so when you apply it to the lid, it shows up as a darker blue, which isn't bad. I mean, come on, I've never done a look like this. I'm gonna try it without the cut crease, and it still has a lot of color payoff, but it doesn't have as much. So you could still get away with it without it, but because I already did it on the other eye, I'm gonna add it to this eye. But you can definitely get away with it without the glitter primer that I'm using right now. And then I haven't seen any fallout yet, even in the darker shades. Well, the darker blue. Yeah, it definitely applies a little bit more better. A little bit better. More better. That's very pretty, I'm not gonna lie at all. Alright, so in between it, I just want to apply gold, just to be extra and use not all, but a lot of the shades in the palette. So I'm gonna either take TF or Diva. I think TF. I'm gonna apply TF, or let me see, Stallion I can apply towards the edges here to make it a little bit more darker. Yes, because we don't have a black, so Stallion is going on the very outer corner right here, blending the two colors together. and giving me some darkness right here. And then I'm gonna just buff out the edges with that same Morphe brush, the blender, the smaller blender. And then I will add that, I'm gonna add TF right in between it, right here, just to give me some texture. Could I have done without it? How did I get this black smudge on my, I don't know how long it's been there, but sorry y'all. Okay, so could I have done without that gold? Yes. Am I gonna cover it up a little bit? Yes. Not a lot though. All right, cool. That's it for the eye look. So I'm gonna put my lashes on off camera. The mascara that I'm gonna be using today is my L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black, my go-to mascara for every single time. Okay, so I know we were moving pretty slow with as far as the eyeshadow and stuff, but let's get into the foundation. So the foundation here I have here, this is the Colourpop No Filter foundation, and I guess they have this no filter kind of thing going on. That's their kind of theme, I guess. And I am in the shade Dark 175. Now on the website, they had it to where you can enter in what shade, what foundation you wear. I think it was Estee Lauder, Maybelline, Fenty Beauty, and a couple others to find out your best shade match for this foundation. So I'm gonna apply it how I always do. Oh, twist it. There's no top, you just gotta untwist it. Now I just do dots all over my face like this, and I need to look close at what I'm doing so I could tell you guys how I feel about it. So already I feel as though this foundation is too dark for me, and that's what I figured was gonna have too dark for me, but I would have rather it been too dark than too light. But let's look closely and see how it's gonna blend out. I mean, okay, so I feel like it's not super dark for me. I just feel like the undertone is red, and the same thing happened. Oh yeah, the undertone is really red, and the same thing happened with me with my Fenty Beauty foundation. I ended up getting the shade 410, but the shade that I should have got was 400. So I feel like, you know, I went by the Fenty foundation for this. Oh yeah, look like a tomato. I went by the Fenty foundation, but I used the shade that I thought, I used the other shade and it gave me this shade, so I thought I was gonna be good, but really I look like a tomato. Okay, so I only used a little bit of pumps. I would say the amount that I used was compatible to about maybe two pumps of foundation. It's blending out super nice though. I'm getting a dewy finish rather than a matte finish. Like, my skin is looking really glowy. I said I got the shade Dark 175, but I think I would have been more happier with maybe Dark 170 or Dark 160, but those had more cool tones, and I would rather my face look more warm, so I'm not too mad at it, but it's not a perfect match, and that's for sure. So right now I feel like I have a medium coverage. I feel like if I go a little bit more in with it though, let's see, like in this area, but I feel like in this area I can use a little bit more coverage on the nose and forehead area as well. So we're gonna just blend that out, and I'm using a clean Real Techniques beauty sponge. So far I'm liking the finish though. It's giving me like a nice satin glowy finish, not matte though. It's not mattifying to me at all. Okay, now for the concealer are these Colourpop No Filter concealers. So here they are. They are a nice sleek simple packaging. Feels cheap, nothing heavy. These concealers were $6, and people try to say that Kylie Jenner and Colourpop is using the same factory, so I really can't wait to see how I like these concealers, because I really do love Kylie's concealers. So this is my lighter shade, this is my darker shade. We'll see how these shades look together. I have two shades here. Now normally I feel like with my foundation that matches, these concealers wouldn't look so super bright, but I feel like these concealers are gonna look more brighter because my foundation is darker, if that makes sense. So we're gonna go in with Dark 40, and this one looks like a very yellowy concealer. Oh yes, this is my type of concealer shade right here, like the very yellowy tone. And I mean, I think it's the same applicator as Kylie's. Hold on, let me line up here. But it's applying really smoothly. I'm gonna look at it up close in a second, but we're gonna try to conceal all my concealed areas first, and then we'll talk about it after. Okay, so this is the first layer of concealer, and as I'm looking, this definitely has more of a thinner application on the skin. It's not as thick. When I use my Kylie, like, I have to be careful sometimes because if I OD, it'll be too much concealer. So this is very thin, and I'm gonna go in with the shade medium dark 32, and this is gonna go right under the eyes, right under the eyes. And I'm creating like an ombre effect so that I can get a brightness without, you know, just slapping the brighter color on there. I like to give myself an ombre effect to work with. And I mean, that's the good thing to me about having a darker foundation, because you could play with concealers to lighten it rather than it be too dark and then you having to contour more. So I'm gonna let this sit for like about a minute, just to let it be as thick as it can be so that we can blend it out and see its fullest coverage that we can get it to be. But yeah, it's definitely like a thinner application. It's a thinner concealer, period. But yeah, we're gonna wait a couple of seconds and we'll be back. Okay, that blends beautifully. We're gonna do it under the eye. Wow, this is so pretty. This concealer is pretty. Okay, I love my Kylie concealer, but this is definitely so much lighter on the skin, you guys. Breaking news. Breaking fucking news. This is so pretty. Oh, I forgot to get a contour shade concealer. Damn it! I knew I forgot something. I knew it! I can never do anything right! Okay, so I did go to NYX yesterday and I got me a new contour stick from them because I like their foundation stick, but I use it as a contour. I usually use the shade Rich, but it's sold out everywhere in Orlando, so I had to get the shade Espresso, which is more like a cool tone, but I'm sure it'll work. So we're gonna just apply this. Yeah, it'll still work. But because my foundation is so dark, my contour isn't showing up as much as it normally would. So it's just like, you know, you gotta play with the makeup. But I just want to be bronzed, I guess, how Caucasians and like lighter skin tones call it bronze. I'm bronzing right now. Sculpting brush from Real Techniques. And this feels so soft now that I got a new one. I haven't washed my other one. But this is it right here, and I like to use this to contour. So I bought another one at Ulta. This is like my favorite cream contouring brush. I don't want no other brush. This is the only one I want. And I like it because it's, you know, it's angled. It gets the side of the nose really good. Alright, so the skin is looking so good. I don't know if my under eye is looking a little too bright. I don't know, I like it though. Now we're gonna bake here, and this is the banana powder. From them, it is the Colourpop no filter setting powder, and I got this in the shade Banana. This is what it looks like here, and it's very sleek and nice, very simple. But one thing that I'm automatically noticing is that this is very small. The price of it was $9, but I got it on sale and it ended up being $8. So this is the banana powder, the most important step to me. So I'm using my Colourpop no filter setting powder in the shade Banana. Get some product out of there. Ooh, this is very yellow. Reminds me of the Ben Nye and Sacha Buttercup, so I'm gonna take the damp beauty blender. Oh! Okay, so it's not as yellow as Sacha, but it is very smooth and it's not too thick. Okay, so the smoothness and texture of this setting powder is reminding me of Patrick Starr's powder from MAC, which I really like. And because this foundation was a little dark for me, this is gonna help brighten it a little bit. Okay, so now this is the part where I do my powder contour, and again I have two of these powders here, Colourpop no filter sheer press powders, and I like to use these powders to sweep away the bake on my face so that I don't have a white cast. So these, I'm not gonna lie, these boxes feel like, these cartons or cases feel kind of cheaper, but it's okay. I have the shade Deep Dark and Dark, and then these were the last two shades out of 4, I think 5. if I'm mistaken. And then here they are right here. This one I'm gonna use to contour because I love to powder contour, and again it has a mirror, and the price of these were $9 as well, but with using the Alyssa's code, Alyssa Ashley, I got 20% off. And just feeling that. Ooh, Kaylee, you didn't tell me how smooth it felt when you swatched it. The powder does feel really smooth, and this one I'm gonna use as a face powder, like I said, to take away the white cast from my big. I don't know how to feel about the word sheer, but when I touched these and swatched it, it felt so smooth. I'm gonna use my contouring brush that I use here. This is my Real Technique blush brush, and I'm gonna just use it to set this area. And this is the darkest shade. Okay, the color, perfect. It's just warm. It's not like making my skin darker. It's just like setting exactly what I already have down, and that's exactly what I wanted to go for. And it's looking good on the skin. I'm still seeing some glowiness peek through, but it's still looking good. So let's see how this banana powder blends out. So almost into nothing, you guys. And that is amazing. Let me look closer up into the mirror. My skin looks good. It doesn't look like it's breaking up. And the transition over here is very pretty. Forehead looks great. No texture showing through. Now is where I apply my face powder. I'm gonna use the dark shade right here. This is dark. And I'm gonna apply it with my Morphe E53. And this is where I really get to know. Ooh, yes. I wish they had more shades of this, but so far it's doing exactly what I want it to do. It's taking away that white cast that banana powder left behind, and it's helping me to ensure that everything's gonna be locked in place. Yes, it toned down my under eyes a little bit, but I like that. And I almost forgot to just contour the nose a little bit. Go back with that darker shade. Ooh, that powder is smooth. You know what? I'm proud of Colourpop, and I don't know what's been stopping me from trying them, you guys, but I'm really happy that I did. Okay, so I have the blush next. Is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek Blush. This one is in the shade Get Laid. Can't relate. You can relate, not boy. Not boy, boy. So if you know me, you guys know that I do not like pinky blush shades. I like apricots and nude, apricots, peachy, orange colors. So I'm really excited to try this one out. This is very peachy. I don't know if it's coming off camera that way, but believe me, when you see this on the site, it's very orange and peachy apricot type of color. It's really nice. It reminds me of Kylie Cosmetics X-Rated, the X-Rated blush that I have. And this is in the shade Get Laid. Who can relate? Because I can't. I don't do that. I don't get laid. And I'm gonna apply this, and this is a very pretty apricot color. I feel like it's gonna look so good with the lids. So it's good because it's not like super pigmented, like where you dive your brush in there and you get a lot of product to balance out. I was expecting it to be a little bit more orange, but this will still do. I wonder if they had a setting spray. I don't remember. Okay. So I'm gonna spray my face, and to spray my face today, I'm gonna use my Mario Badescu Cucumber Water. And I'm gonna fan it out. Okay, so everything is coming together so beautifully. I can already see it. My under eye, I'm not over this right now. Like my under eye right now, I'm not over how nice and smooth it looks. Wow. Okay, so we are going to apply, I think I want to just apply that Culture color and thick under the eyes. I don't want to make it too dark under the eyes. Like I kind of want to open up the eyes a little bit. And then I'm going to apply my highlighter. And this is in the shade Double Down. I'm excited. You guys know I love me some glow, so I can't wait to try this out. This is it right here, and I guess I'll swatch it a little bit for you up close. You can't really see it, but it's like, ooh, that's smooth. Ooh, that felt so buttery. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, then Colourpop. Let me find out. So this is in the shade Double Down, as I said. It's a very nice champagne-y, more so cool tone highlighter. It's not like a very warm gold like you normally see me wear. And this one was $8. And this is a very goldy champagne-y color. Hold up. Hold up. You know what? This is a different... Okay, so when I swatched it, I was like, whoa, this is really smooth. But when it went on, did you guys see that? Like, okay, so literally I'm getting a vibe of like a loose highlighter. And I feel like if I were to try like a jelly highlighter, this is how it would like come on the skin. Like that came off like so like smooth. Like I don't know how to explain it. I want to use this in the inner corner, maybe to open up the eye a little bit. Like I said, I wasn't really going for this dark situation, so I don't know how I like this on the nose, because I feel like it looks like just a long, like a really bright line on the nose. I don't know, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so we're gonna do the inner corner. Hold on. It is a jelly highlighter! Oh, it's a mother jelly highlighter! I did not know that! I just like dumped something into it and it dipped and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Touch it. That's cool. Don't break the thing now. How do I?
And the consistency?
That's why when it went on like that.
That means that thing ain't moving. It ain't going nowhere.
Okay, Colourpop. Alright, so the last thing left I have to do is my bottom lashes. And I guess I'll show you guys that quick little trick that I do for my bottom lashes. I like to do little dots under my eye because it makes my bottom lashes pop more. And then I like to look up and coat my lashes. So now we're gonna go to the lip, and the lip that I have for today, Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip. Right here, I've never tried one of these. This is in the shade What You Doing. If you guys know me and my channel, you guys know I love Kylie Cosmetics Brown Sugar and Dose of Colors Corp. So that's what I was kind of looking for with this shade, but as you can see, this is definitely like a pinkier nude. Not my type of color, but we're gonna see how it looks today. We're gonna test out the formula and then we could see if I could explore more and find a different color that more suits what I like. This is What You Doing, WYD. Those mauvey pinkies. Not too much brown, but it's still nice. Like I said, this is not the lip that I was hoping for. I wanted something more brownish, but it's okay. Made me step out my comfort zone. I'm gonna use this lip liner here, and this is my Auto K lip liner in the shade Choco. I didn't buy a lip liner from them because I didn't think I would needed it. And then I'm going to use this Ruby Kisses lip liner just to give it a little bit of a redder feel. And this one is in the shade Brown. And now I'm going to go in with the Colourpop, the Ultra Matte Lip in the shade WYD. And we are going to apply this. It smells like nothing. So, yeah, so this is literally like the color of my lip. It feels, so far, light on the lips. Like it doesn't feel heavy yet, but we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and line again over it. So here's the finished look, you guys. And I know it was like kind of like a long time coming, but I haven't done one of these like long in-depth reviews in a long time. And it's a full face using the drugstore brand, so why not? I really enjoyed all of these products in this video. Even the lip with the lip liner, it came to my liking more so it's not as pinky with the lip liners. Love this whole look. I like the way the lip feels on my lip. It doesn't even feel as dry as Kylie. I was told that Colourpop lipsticks are really drying. I really enjoyed that highlighter. That one kind of made me shook because I was just like, whoa, Paul, whoa. The blush wasn't as orange as I wanted it to be, but it looks really pretty and subtle with the eyes. I love this Shayla Perception palette. Shayla, you did that, girl. I really love it. You can create different looks with different shades in this palette, and I'm like really excited to do that. And I just feel like everything ties in so well. The foundation ended up working because I contoured and highlighted really well. And like I said, I'd rather it be darker than too light. And I'm just in love. Like, Colourpop, you freaking did that. You freaking did that. Square up, Colourpop. Because you killed it. Make sure you check out my other videos. Let me know if you want me to do more videos like these, just in-depth reviews. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Remember to follow me on my social media, and I will see you in the next one. Love you! Mwah.